Louisville, Kentucky. A 23-year-old who worked at Louisville Bank on Monday shot 4 people, including a close friend of the governor's, with rifle, officials said. The 15th mass in the country this year came just 2 weeks after a former student killed 3 children and 3 adults at a Christian elementary school about 260 miles south in Nashville, Tennessee. The governor of that state and his wife also had their friends killed in that gun attack. Paul Humphrey, deputy chief of Louisville Metro Police Department, said at a press conference that Louisville police arrived while inside the Old National Bank and opened fire with deceased shooter. Police Chief Jacqueline Gwynn Villaroel identified the shooter as Connor Sturgeon. She said one of the officers was in critical condition. At least 3 patients were discharged. Andy Beshear, an emotional Kentucky governor, said he lost a friend to gunfire in a building on East Main Street, not far from minor league ballpark Louisville Slugger Field and Waterfront Park. "I have a very close friend who failed today. And someone I hope will get out of the hospital." This is the second time Beshear has been personally affected by a mass tragedy since becoming governor. One of towns devastated by the hurricanes that swept through Kentucky in late 2021 was Dawson Springs, hometown of Beshear's father, a former 2-term Kentucky governor, Steve Beshear. Andy Beshear often visited Dawson Springs as a child and spoke emotionally about his father's hometown. Beshear spoke as the investigation in Louisville was ongoing and the police were looking for a cause. Crime scene investigators were seen marking and photographing multiple bullet holes in windows next to the bank's front door. As part of investigation, police raided a neighborhood about 8 kilometers south of the city center where a gunfight took place. The street was closed to traffic as federal and local officials spoke to residents. The house was cordoned off with a security tape. "You see it on the news, but you don't see it at home," said Cammie Cooper, 38, who lives in the neighborhood. A man who fled building during fighting told WHAS-TV that attacker opened fire with a long rifle in conference room behind building's first floor. "Whoever was with me was shot. I have blood on me," he told the news station, pointing to his shirt. He said he escaped to a break room and closed the door. Deputy Chief Humphrey said the intervention actions of police officers undoubtedly saved lives. However, it was the officers' heroic response that ensured that more people were not injured more seriously than what had happened. According to a database of mass S maintained by Associated Press and USA Today in partnership with Northeastern University, 15 mass executions this year are the highest in first 100 days of a calendar year since 2009, when 16 occurred through April 10th. Going back to 2006, first-year data were compiled. Years with most mass S were 2019 and 2022, with 45 and 42 mass S recorded over entire calendar year. The pace in 2009 slowed later in the year, with 32 mass S recorded that year. Database reporter Larry Fenn contributed to this report.